Hey, Colabcoaching yet again to share some wise words of wisdom for the week. So excited to get into this week. New topic as always, but of course, if you have a topic for me to talk about when it comes to relationships, go ahead and leave a comment. You can also contact me, but we'll get into that a little bit. But as you're watching this video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next topic. With that being said, let's get right into it. This week we're talking about letting go of relationships. Now, I'm not here to say you should let go of positive relationships or relationships that you deem are healthy. I'm talking about the relationships where that serve no purpose for you, that are not beneficial, that are not giving you any type of growth, that you're not gaining anything from that relationship. Rather, you actually are losing from that relationship, and we'll break that down a little bit. But the purpose of this video is talking about relationships that you need to let go of. But with that being said, there's a lot of reasons why you should be letting go of relationships, and of course, it may be difficult for some people. Some people may think that they can get up and say, I'm gonna let go of this relationship. It's easier said than done, but in reality, it takes courage. It takes a lot of effort. And you have to be strong-willed to not go back into that relationship. This could be a relationship with a significant other. This is what I'm primarily talking about. But it could also be relationships with a family member, which is tough. It could be a relationship with a close friend. Maybe you had a long-standing relationship with, or maybe a short relationship with. Or it could be with a coworker. Maybe you both work at the current location that you are, that you guys, are making money from, and you have to let go of that relationship, but you're going to see that person maybe 4 to 5 times a week. It depends on if you're working from home or not. But with all that being said, letting go of a relationship is necessary when, this is just me, this is my opinion, but when it's toxic, you're not getting anything from this relationship, when you know that the relationship was good at a certain point, but now you're just holding on to it by, in a sense, a thread, and you are no longer gaining happiness from this relationship. It's not something that you look forward to when that person maybe pops up on your phone as a text message or a phone call. You are not gaining anything from that relationship, and you kind of feel dread to answer that phone call or respond to a text message. Maybe you become very short when you have those conversations with that person, or that relationship is just so bad that you need to let go of it because it's not helping you but only hurting you, maybe adding more stress to your life, maybe adding you more time consuming to your life. Maybe this person is just using you as a soundboard to vent, or using you for your energy, using you for money, maybe using you for notoriety, meaning that they're using you, saying, hey, we're still friends, right? I got a friend for X amount of years. It's been long standing for so much. A lot of people use that to show that they can hold good relationships. But in reality, is it good? Is it really beneficial? Is it really helping you? We have to ask these questions, and you have to be honest with yourself, because you can easily say, I'm just going to keep the relationship going. But this is what happens when you do. You are hurting yourself from gaining positive, more beautiful relationships, because you are holding on to something that is now taking space. It's taking time and it's taking energy. You could be creating positive relationships with that time, that energy, and that space, but you are holding on to something that is no longer serving you any purpose. I'm not saying that the person that you're in a relationship with is terrible. I'm not saying that the person in this relationship did not serve a purpose for you in the past, because they could have. They could have been serving you a purpose as of yesterday or this morning. But when you come to that realization that this person is no longer for you, you have to respect it. You have to be honest with yourself, and you have to let it go. Now, I'm not saying you need to curse this person out. I'm not saying that you need to go yell at this person. I'm not saying that you need to go fight this person. What I am saying is that you have to have the right strategy to let go of this relationship. Now, you're asking me, of course, this sounds good. Yes, I'm ready to let go of this relationship, but I just don't have the ability to do it. It's just something that's holding me back. I don't want to end a relationship that lasted X amount of years. I don't want to push this person away, but you have to. A lot of times, and I was guilty of this before, because I was a people pleaser. I was a person that literally wanted to keep all relationships forever, and because I thought that they were all beneficial. But in reality, they weren't. Because of the fact that I was holding on to something that no longer was allowing me to grow. Yes, I would see this person. Yes, we'll have pleasantries and say, how are you doing, and things of that nature. But I wasn't getting anything from that person. And I would rather wait and say, "Hey, I'm just gonna wait till this person stops talking to me before I'm in a relationship." In reality, some people may do that. Some people be like, "I'm not getting anything from this person. I'm just not gonna talk to them anymore." Some people may, as you know, the term ghosting. They will just stop responding to you. But there are people who will hold on to something until you tell them that it's not okay to hold on to it. That's the problem that we have. There are people who will literally continue a relationship until they tell you that, hey, you tell them that, hey, I gotta let you go. And it's hard. It has to take a lot of courage to do that. It has to take a lot of responsibility as you being an individual. And it has to allow, you have to be able, as I said before in the beginning of this video, you have to be strong-willed to not go back. Because people will give you a whole bunch of excuses. People will give you a whole bunch of reasons. People will give you so many different words and try to pull your heartstrings and things of that nature, and and try to convince you to keep the relationship going so they can use you. But in reality, if you care about yourself enough, if you love yourself enough, if you respect yourself enough, you have to know when to let certain things go so you can create new things. Creating new things is beautiful. Creating new situations is beautiful. The people who know how to end a relationship are the same people that know how to create ones. You have to be that person. Simple as that. So, to make this as simple as possible, you need to let go of a relationship when it's no longer serving you purpose, when you know that you are holding on to a relationship by a thread. Maybe you're just holding on to it because you had an X amount of years in that relationship and you don't want to let it go, or you're just afraid to say, hey, you are no longer serving me purpose and I just have to let it go. Sometimes it's hard for us to be the person to let something go rather than allow someone else to end it for us. Remember, the people who know how to end a relationship know that they are benefiting no longer from this and they are willing to seek something new. If you know how to end something, you know how to start something. Be that person that's willing to say, hey, I have to let it go so I can create something new, so I can be in a healthy, beautiful relationship rather than just being stagnant or you're losing yourself in that current relationship. Simple as that. So if you're struggling with this, go ahead and message me. Go to my website, Colabcoach.com, fill out the relationship checklist, sign up for that free 15-minute coaching session. Also, you can go to my website, Colabcoach.com. You'll see my email on there, colabcoaching@gmail.com. You can email me. Facebook, Colab Coaching. Instagram, Colab Coaching. YouTube, Colab Coaching, COLAB Coaching. You can give me a comment on this video as well, and like and subscribe, as I said earlier. And you can tell me exactly what you're struggling with, or you can go ahead and give me a new topic, as I said earlier as well, that you want to talk about that's affecting you currently. And with that being said, one last thing. Fresh Eyes Solve Problems Easier Self-Love Relationship Project is a very first book I wrote. It's available at Barnes & Nobles, Amazon. It's an ebook, Kindle. It's an audiobook as well. So wherever you get books, you can find this book. Write a review. Tell me what you thought about it. If you liked it, you liked it. If you did it, you did it. It's fine. So with that being said, thank you so much for listening and watching. Share this with anyone that's struggling to let go of relationships. And with that being said, have a wonderful day. Bye.